Hello, friends. I hope y'all are having a great time, a great day. I'm going to show you some cool projects today using the Adoring Hearts bundle. It is adoring hearts. I keep saying adorning. We are going to learn how to use a hybrid embossing folder, which is awesome, and we're going to use a new brayer. So it's not new to crafting, but it's new again to Stampin' Up. So I hope you have this bundle. If you don't, you probably will by the end of this video. We're going to make 3 projects with it. We have another cute card, more simple, and another adorable card. Okay, so sit back and relax, and we will get started. My name is Cogbill, and my business is papermadeprettier.com. I film a video every month for my Stamp Technique Club, and I thought this month that I would share it with my Technique Club, but also with my customers, because I'm always loving having new people in my Technique class. And the first of the year, I always reach out to any people that might be interested. You can come any month, but I always like to try to get new folks at the beginning of the year. So I'm just going to take you through what we would normally do at Stamp Technique Club, and hope you enjoy it. All right, so our first project, so every month we use one bundle and we make 3 cards with it. So we're going to use the Adoring Hearts bundle, which includes the stamp set and a embossing folder and some coordinating dies. So this is the embossing folder. It's got little hearts on it. It's got the coolest hearts here, and then tons more detailed hearts and other bronze and gorgeous things as well. So let's just get started with our first card. This is a very fancy card using the Adoring Hearts bundle. All right, now I went all Calypso Coral here. So we are going monochromatic here with all of the best colors. And you may notice this gorgeous paper, designer paper. It's called Softly Stippled Designer Paper. And this paper is free with a $50 purchase, because if you're watching this in January or February of 2024, it's Celebration. And you can earn this paper for free with a $50 purchase. So I hope you pick that up. It's got gorgeous colors: Calypso Coral, Pebbled Path, Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. So you get a pack of 12 by 12 paper, but I've cut that down for your cards. By the way, when you participate in Stamp Technique Club, you get the this packet shipped to you for free. So if you're out of town, if you live in Central Arkansas, then you can come to my live technique class. It's the first weekend of the month, and it is the first Friday at 10 a.m. and the first Saturday at 7 p.m. So you have a choice to come to either the day or the night club. And you don't have to come to the same one every month. It just depends on your schedule. All right, so we've used a piece of this designer paper from the Softly Stippled, and here's another piece. And then I've got a little sliver of rose gold foil. So we're going to tack that on to this edge here. It needed something. My cards have to shine. And I just kept going until it shone. All right. And I a lot of times will get inspiration from other people. But if I'm being honest, I believe this card came straight out of my head. I don't think that I copied off of anyone. It did take me a very long time to design, because I just kept adding stuff. All right, now let's go ahead and do our stamping and get that done. So one of the dies in the Adoring Hearts bundle is a little curvy die, and it makes a cool little curve. for your sentiment, which I've picked up and put back down. All right, the cool thing about this is it curves right there. So you want to stamp it a smidge to the right. And I'm going to set that aside because now we are going to we're going to make these gorgeous hearts, okay? And this is where our hybrid embossing folder comes in. So you are going to want to have a piece, I realized I didn't cut this yet, of basic white that is 6 by 6. Well, hello, Patience. I see we have a night owl. Good to see you. That's vanilla. Let me get a piece of... still not big enough. Hold on. Okay. So you're going to need this piece to be 6 by 6. All right, thank you for your patience there. So it works best with the 6 by 6. You're gonna have less waste that way. So we are going to take our ink pad and we are going to, now when you're using a brayer, what you wanna do is, this is our little tool that's new in the catalog, and you're gonna run it across your ink pad like in a continuous motion. You don't want to go like this, because if you do that, you're only inking up like that section. So you just want to go across it, and you want to make sure and go from each side to each side. Now, as I was doing this weekend, I was like, what are those little things? And then I realized it's so that you can set it down and it doesn't get ink everywhere. I did set it down on top of one of my cards, so that is a hazard. Do not do that. All right, so we're inking it up really good. And I tried lots of different colors. I tried Petal Pink, I tried Berry Burst, I tried Flirty Flamingo, and for my ink stamps, the Calypso Coral worked best. Now, each ink that Stampin' Up! Makes actually is different, by the way. I mean, yes, they're all made from Stampin' Up! In Utah, but the formula of each ink is different. So I messed around with all the different inks until I found the one that I thought worked the best with the brayer. Now, yours may be different. So my suggestion to you is anytime you're wondering about what works better, just try it. Just try it in different colors. That's what I did. And you will decide what works best. Okay, so you've got that all inked up. Then we're going to take our die and we're going to set it with the cutting side towards you, and it fits right in there, okay? We'll drop our paper on. We're going to close our folder, okay? Now we're going to get our emboss machine, and when you're using these thick folders, you want to put the spine in first, just your platform, and this cutting mat that is just for the thick embossing folders. So we're gonna slide that through, and sometimes I'll slide it through and slide it back, but do not do that, because I tried that a few times when I was practicing, and the folder that it jumped and the little hearts got off track. So just once is enough, and then you'll see it has cut our hearts and embossed them and colored them all at once. It looks like a box of chocolates, does it not? A tasty box of chocolates. And the awesome thing about this die is you've got 9 hearts with one swoop. So you can make cards in a hurry with this. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. Okay. So let's finish building our card. Now you're going to choose 2 hearts. I'm going to choose these 2. And I'm going to stick 1 heart down straight. I I don't know if you noticed my cool surface here. This is called the Glass Matte Studio. And it is my new obsession. I'm sticking this one on with dimensionals. I never know I needed it until I had it, and now I don't know how I ever didn't have it. It is the perfect surface for stamping. I do stamp upstairs in my craft room on like plastic tables, and they have quite a bit of give. And so this glass mat is just the right thickness. I'm going to stick that on with a dimensional. Now, you will notice I have cut out a couple of fronds using those dies from the Adoring Hearts bundle. These two. There's two, so that makes it that much faster. From the, I'll show you what it is. I can't remember the name of it. It's this paper. Dry brushed metallic specialty designer series paper. So super cool. It has a coral and a, I don't know, I think that's a greenish color. Soft succulent, I don't know. Okay, so we are going to stick these little fronds behind our hearts with a mini glue dot. And I just find it's easier to go ahead and stick my fronds on after, because then I can position them just so. So you may stick them to the back of your heart, but then it's like, does it go off the side of the card? So this is how I do it. You can do it your way. This is my way. All right. Ta-da. And to finish this gorgeousness off, you can choose embellishments. I'm going to use these neutral sequins. And I'm just going to do 1, 2. You can use the gold or the copper, whichever. So, ta-da. Isn't that stunning? I just love it. So you want to make sure and put this Adoring Hearts bundle in your cart. Message me. I can order it for you. It is somewhere around $50. And the good news, I think it's like 54 or something like that, which is a great deal for stamps, dies, and an embossing folder, especially one that cuts out 9 hearts at a time. And you will be able to choose your designer paper, either softly stippled or most adorned specialty paper. Also, I'll just go ahead and show you the other free papers with Saleration: Flight and Airy. Thank you, Patience. Trusty Toolbox and Sunny Days. So you have lots of choices of free paper. But the one I used here is that softly stippled. Okay, on to the next card. And see, I have all these hearts to play with. All right, let's make our next card. So I was just Googling all of the projects made with this bundle, and I kept seeing these gold hearts, and I thought that was so gorgeous. I went to my stamping stash and found some gold foil, just a smidge. So I found enough to make these gorgeous cards. We've got a thick white base. We always use thick white for card bases. And then you can use this pattern or this pattern, either one. Your packet may vary. And we are going to stick that piece of designer paper down to our base. Now, you'll recognize this paper from the one I just showed you, Most Adorned Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, you're going to see this is one page, front and back, one page, front and back, one page, front and back. So one side has gold and white, so it can take you well past Valentine's, but also gorgeous Valentine's paper. So you definitely want to have at least one, if not more than one package of that in your cart, because, I mean, it's January now, so this is time to be making your Valentine's. Now, just a little tip on Valentine's. Maybe you don't have a romantic Valentine. But I suspect you love someone. And maybe it's me. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's your cousin. Maybe it's your sibling. Send some Valentines this year. Blow people away, okay? You will be so surprised how happy people are when they get cards from you. I chose the I Adore You. You could also use the With All My Heart. Let's do With All My Heart. And I stamped that on this little strip with my Berry Burst. I just thought that was such a pretty combo with our gold there. Such a bold, deep, rich color. And we are going to pop that down with Stampin' Seal. Now, with my Stamp Technique Club, we're going to do one card that's pretty fancy. So that's what we did first. And then a lot of times our second and third card are simpler because we want to not, like, we want to be happy, right? We don't want to be sad or stressed. So this next card is, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily think it's simple, but I thought it was, like, super cute. All right, I'm going to tear off a little piece of tear and tape. And then here's just a little tip on how to get this ribbon. So we're going to take this, it's like a gold vanilla ribbon. And we're going to arrange it like so. We're going to stick our tear and tape on the back just to kind of fasten it. And then obviously we need to trim it. Like a huge piece there. And this little sucker is going to get stuck down with dimensionals. And that's that card. That's as simple. So you can make gobs of these for your friends, coworkers, family, whoever. Now, all I did to make that heart was exactly what I did before, but I just ran gold foil through here with this. Okay, so put your gold foil here. You're going to put your dies on the same side as I didn't tell you that when you were doing the brayering. You want to brayer and put the dies on the side with the logo. Okay, so that way and then your paper would face, your gold would face this cutting edge of the dies. Stick it through. But your little packet, if you choose to participate in the Stamp Technique Club, will contain gold. Will already contain the cut hearts here. All right, our final card uses the Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. So another free item with $50 purchase from the Celebration catalog. Can you see a theme here, right? So you are going to want to add this to your cart. You can choose, I mean, if you want all three things, just spend $150 and you can get all three, the stippled paper, the most adorned paper, and the Heartfelt Hellos. Doesn't bother me. All right, so this is a stamp set that coordinates with the hexagon punch, which I've already punched it for you, but there's a cool hexagon punch. Let me see if I can find it. At least a picture of it for you. It was from I think it was an online exclusive, but it's currently available, so that's good. And yeah, there it is. So it's a super cool punch, but your little white piece is already punched for you. So all I did here is I already ran a piece of Poppy Parade through the embossing folder. So obviously it can be used as an embossing folder. Simple, okay? So you don't have to use the dies. Now, when you're running this through, you do need to kind of line it up in a way that is pleasing, okay? So I did it like this. Like, you wouldn't want to just throw it in like that because that would be weird. But just kind of look and see where your stuff is. And this is going to come already embossed when it comes to you. And we are going to fold our pool party. We're going to slap this sucker down with some Stampin' Seal. when I've got an emboss layer, I'm gonna run my Stampin' Seal all the way around the edges, because that just is better. Oh my gosh, that is so crooked. I can't even function on that. Let's redo. That's one nice thing about Stampin' Seal, is it's pretty forgiving. You can stick it down and then pull it up and stick it back down. It kind of over time it becomes more permanent, but initially you can pick it up and put it down. All right, now this is some new poppy. No, it's actually sweet sorbet ribbon with a white edge. It's so precious for Valentine's. It's in the Be Mine suite. So if you've seen that in the catalog, but good for this project as well. So don't put your ribbons in a like bucket. Like, they can be used for other things, right? Not just with that suite. Super cute. Now, I've used a little die in our, from the Adoring Hearts dies. This is the one that didn't get in, I didn't get it back into the package, but it cuts 4 cute little hearts at once. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for making a die that cuts 4 hearts. We have 2 of each frond. We have all these gorgeous detail hearts, and then our superstar, which cuts all 9 hearts at once. Okay, so yes, please. We're gonna stamp our sentiment on our hexagon. Now, I stamped it just a smidge up because we're going to use our little heart on the lower edge of that hexagon. And I'm just going to stick it down with a glue dot. Preciousness. Well, not quite yet. There we go. And we're going to put a dimensional on either side of this. Boom, boom. And this card is complete. So super cute, simple card. You could change up the colors. Just know that that embossing folder can be used as just an embossing folder. So 3 gorgeous projects using the Most Adored stamp set. I'm sorry, Adoring Hearts stamp set. And you want to, if you want to get the whole bundle, don't even think about just getting the stamp set, because you want this embossing folder that comes with dies, so that the whole thing is there. Now, a lot of people were kind of confused when we did this at the technique class, so let me just show you where this is in the catalog, because honestly, you could go right past it and not even notice. It's not as sweet, but it's towards the front with all the Valentines. And, but it's right here. No. Let's just see. There it is. So this is where it is. What you want is this whole bundle. The stamp set, the embossing folder, and the dies. You want to get a brayer as well. And then this is another folder that does fantastic things. So it makes and cuts out all these sentiments all at once. Very cool. So make sure and check out page 18 of your mini catalog. And then you can choose from your celebration catalog whatever $50 item is you want for free. Now, if you had a list that was close to, even close to $75, you would want to think about our starter kit. Our starter kit is $125 in goodies for $99, no shipping. And, well, the shipping is included. So what a deal, okay? And the cool thing about Celebration is during Celebration, you are going to get this glass mat studio for free. All right, this is this glass mat that I'm cleaning right now. You're going to get this cleaning chamois, which is my favorite cleaning tool of all time. I can't believe how much I love it. And It's a $60 value, this glass mat, and you're going to want to add it to your collection. So message me about getting a starter kit, and we'll get you all squared away ASAP. All right, guys, I've enjoyed stamping with you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.